Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the first episode of Draw Phase, a pun series that features just me drawing. That's what it is. Hi. That's terrible. Hi. Alright, so for those who have bothered reading the description or channel information, I'm the one who's done the characters of, our channel, the little characters. Cole put it up. Or just go to the homepage and you'll see them, or I'm in the corner. Cole, don't put me in the corner. I don't want to be in the corner. But, yeah, I'm the one who draws it. Sorry about that. Move the mic. Starting off, there's not much for me to draw, but I'll explain my little setup that we have here with the recording. The program I use is called Krita. It is a free program. It's very similar to Photoshop. I'm not the best at it, and I don't think I'm the best at it. I don't understand a lot of things about it, don't get me wrong. I understand the basics of drawing. I've been a pencil drawer, but oh yeah, I should explain my whole setup. So we have Krita all up here, all up in here. Then we have Spotify over here. Mouse isn't picking up, but you can see the buttons being bigger. I will not be recording any of the music that I play due to copyright potential issues, but you'll see, what I'm listening to while I do things. This is just the cue of what's coming up. So this is the most recent one, or this is what's next after Jabberjaw. So I may hum along to some songs from now and again. After we get started with these, you guys can ask me to attempt to draw things. This first episode, I've been throwing some ideas around for an original character. Very little luck. This episode, I'll just draw the head of what I've been thinking of doing with, but it's not very efficient. Now, if you hear a little buzz in the background, I have a little desktop fan. It's the size of my hand, so it is really tiny. But back to so that's why the video looks like this. It's also, OBS has a weird, with the aspect ratios, I'm using my desktop computer, which features two monitors. One is an old Dell one, and then my other monitor, which is what I'm drawing on, is a KAMVAS GT, a GT 191, I believe is what it is. I can't really recall. I'll give Cole a picture of it to put on, but it's a monitor tablet, so I can draw on it. Really fun. 8,000 plus levels of sensitivity and do all that. Start with a clean slate, but these episodes may go a bit longer as it takes me a while to draw. Well, not really a while. And anyone who watches this that has done digital art may hate my methods. I'm not proficient at digital art at all, but I can do, that's why I got a drawing one, a monitor tablet, because then I can, I'm used to paper drawing, so now it's just basically the same. I don't mean any insult to digital artists who don't feel that way, but so my method of drawing is I stick with a light bluish around that area of this blue for any sketches of the very base work, Then afterwards, like, I do a little more refining in a red. So, like, example would just be, like, standard head shape whatevers. Like that in the blue, swap to red, kind of actually shape in the character around it. You get the gist. Get rid of all that. And then once I'm done, head over with the black, which I don't have a steady hand. It's been a while since I've, as you can see, this, like, look at this line. He's not straight, he's not going line, but, oops. Oh, no buttons. Okay, I'll zoom out a bit. But it doesn't come with, like, little button keyboard shortcuts. And on my lap, I have a wireless keyboard that I use for Control-Z. Any of that. Pen is also set, that I can do quick changes of that. Currently using a standard pen brush. I haven't done much with dabbing in all of these brushes, so a lot of it's just going to be this pen brush. But enough jabbering on about the setup and whatnot. I guess I'll talk about, like, I'll start working finally. Yeah, I talk a lot, don't get me wrong, but I do have hopes for this channel. Like, it may seem like, we don't have a lot going for us, or nothing's got, but we're trying. We really are. We want this to succeed. It's a fun thing that's kept us, like, pretty close as friends across these few years. Well, I guess a couple of years after high school, but, like, it's definitely, whoops. Oh, and my character is a dragon, so, yeah. Whatever. Not that it matters too much, but it's a weird process, I know. I welcome any, like, helpful tips, any of that. We do have a cards Discord. If you want to join, feel free. I do plan on making a kind of a like, sharing, like, share your art, share your stories, that kind of thing. As, like, Dustin from the channel, he makes tabletop RPGs. Like, if you have something like that, feel free to, like, share with us. We'd want to see, like, your guys' your things arts, your creative constructs, whatever it may be. It's like, we'd like to see it. We'd like to interact with our community, is the word, I suppose. But yeah. So, like, if anyone wants to join, like, chat art with me, feel free. Like, I welcome it, because you can never not improve. Like, you always want to improve. Find a way. I also make sure that whenever I do, like, these things, like, go the red over the blue, I make sure to do it on another layer. I understand that bit. Don't get me wrong. I've practiced drawing this head like, quite a bit, so I have some confidence in drawing it a bit. It's hard trying to find something to just keep talking about while I'm drawing. It's not really a thing that I've done too often, like the whole talking and drawing at the same time. Fuck. I fucked that one up. Damn it. Alright. Alright, shit. Yeah. But once I have more things, you know, concepts, once this gets out there and we have more talks with our audience, guests, or community, would that be the term? I mean, we're small. Don't get me wrong. But I hope for growth. I do hope. Like, we try not to ask for much. I don't want to ask a lot from people. But like, just any form of support, whether it be subscribing, turning on the bell, whatever, we appreciate it. There's not much that happens during my drawing. A lot of me just like stressing out over the art, like the drawing of. I do a lot of like. It's not like I have a lot of self-doubt over my art. Like, people enjoy it. My mother has a whole room, but it's like, that's my mom. Whatever. It's not like it. It's not like it's in a museum or something. Nah, it'd never be in a museum. But yeah, this is the character. Hang on, let me see if I remember. What was her name? Myla Leith Cephalia. That is the character's name. This name came from Dustin. He provided me the name. This one part is from a random dragon name generator, and this was a name of one of my Pokemon in my dragon types in a Pokemon game. Don't remember which one, but there's significant value of, you know, like, it held deep meaning to me. It was like one of the first Pokemon I ever, like, dragon types at least. What was it? Garchomp. I don't do the eyes in the blue as, like, it's just fine enough in the red the first time. At least I think. To which, you know, when I go back over in black, it'll be fine. But this is the character. Again, it's definitely not the best at all. I hate self-confidence is tested, trust me. And as you can see, I'm not listening to Spotify right now. I'm trying to focus, because I know if I play it, I'm going to just be humming more than trying to talk, which may be the smarter play, as I'm just kind of rambling. But that's what it is. Like, I consider myself about 15 years, like, I took 6-ish years of art in high school, like each year, like the entirety of high school, and then like 2 slightly advanced ones in middle school. But the teacher was fine, but like junior and senior year, it was the same. I literally took the same classes again, but the teacher made it more complicated senior year for me to give me, like, challenge myself. But throughout this period of like freshman and sophomore, like I've already researching like art, like drawing techniques, all that. Like I understand core concepts. Digital art has fascinated me for a long time. But so I feel like I have some confidence of understanding some core concepts, just not a lot. Just in drawing. I sound cocky with that statement. Don't get me wrong. I still don't think it's very good, but like everything, this is where it all derails, my friends. I'm definitely going to be a lot more quiet during these sections, as my bad, sorry. As it requires a deal of focus. You know what I realized? I'm not on a new layer. Ooh. Told you. I'm not good at least remembering to do something simple as go to a new layer, but I've seen other artists do line work, and it's really beautiful to watch other artists do line work. Like, as I said, other artists. Which most of this will seem some more of the finer details I'll add in black, but oops. Sometimes the pen does rotate in my hand to the point of where I'll bump the button. I do run. Like, I guess I could talk about my day. So I just got my fuel pump changed about 4 days ago. And driving to work, my check engine light came on. Not something you want to see after just paying a hefty bill for car part to get it fixed. But yeah, you can clearly see like the differences in my stages of art. Oh, but I completely just bailed on the car. So check engine light came on. Really upsetting. Because, you know, paid the bill for a fuel pump already. So I went to a local auto zone. Get in the zone. And they do a free, like, check your engine. Find out why it's saying that. What's the error? Turns out it's a CVAC, I think is what it's called. Which, they informed me, is basically my car is not using up all of the fuel vapors, and like it's not using up as many as it can, so that's an error, which he explained to me is like for doing that, it's to make sure you're not, you know, your car's not polluting. That was an accident, but I kind of like it. You know, the fuel vapors aren't polluting as much. I asked him, does that mean my car won't explode? He said, yeah. You're pretty fine. It's if you get a chance, fix it, but you don't have to like do it right away and panic that, you know, there's an error. Which I will try to get it replaced and fixed at a point, but as of right now, not a big worry in my world. As long as I'm not about to explode, everything is fine. So yes, it's coming along nicely. Yeah, this again, I said it's a she. It's like, you know, it's all right, I suppose. Mm-hmm. And like, I'm not coloring it. That's for sure. When I say that, but the color palette that I'm thinking of is give me just a moment to find it. I'm just gonna pull it up. Yeah, here is the color palette that I'm thinking of main body. Like, main body here, highlights, which I plan on doing, like, you know, like a scaly thing of like, here's the main body, here's the highlight type thing going on. What did I want? This would be the wings, because I do plan on her having wings. So the wing color, like a wing flap, I guess. And I was thinking eyes for this one. This was like the original concept of kind of going with a coral sea dragon, but no. But yeah, like you could see it working. Which I forgot like a crucial feature. It's no wonder I say crucial, but it's not. Why? I had a nagging feeling I was forgetting something, and I was right. Little brow. And then kind of just the, depth, I guess. I don't know. But that's this is draw phase. This is what it's gonna be. Me drawing. I lost my mouse. There it is. If you have any suggestions on what you do, I'm going to keep working on this character. Like, I need to practice. I plan on just getting everything down. Like, draw her head. Ooh, that was an eraser. Draw the head multiple times. Get it down. Just, honestly, like, I'm pretty impressed that I did that. As well as I did. But you get anyone who's done art knows you gotta practice to get it down. It's like riding a bike. Once you understand it, you can just do it. I don't know what that means, but yes. It'll probably, like, that's what this will divulge in, is like if you have any big requests, then I'll do some large scale, or just some doodles, like, Cole put that in. He'll know what that is, so he better put it in. That has been Draw Phase Episode 1. Thank you for, tuning in, watching. Next time I will probably have the Spotify playing. Whatever. See ya.